Okay. Peace. Artie.
Peace.
There we go. Oh, yeah. We in the house. Oh, yeah. We're going to shout out to the homie. Hey. Oh, yeah. Why, thank you, Becca Lynn. Peace, Rashad Smith. Thomas Grant. Stuart Wayne. John Doe. Nathaniel Holmes, I see you. Texas. Angel A. Son, I see you. Big Stu up in the bitch. I see you, Stu. What's poppin'? What's crackalating? Aisha, my love. Peace, my love. There's the eye of the VIP. Aisha in the house. Salute to you, Queen. Much love. JT Coin Rings. Shout out to my brother JT Coin Rings. He said, hello, Lord Jamar. It was a pleasure meeting you in Baltimore. I presented you the coin. Peace. Why, thank you, Elohim, the impeccable. We'll talk about that a little later. Peace. Welcome back to What You Think, Lord, part of the You Know What I Mean Godcast Network. I am Lord Jamar. That is my brother. What's your name, sir?
Artie Stacks.
Artie Stackington. How are you, sir?
Good, my brother. How you doing?
Oh, I'm great.
Good to see.
Great. Shout out to my brother, like I just said. What's the brother's name? JT Coin Rings. I met the brother in Baltimore at the buck breaking.
Oh, word.
At the buck breaking premiere. The premiere, well, a screening for buck breaking. It wasn't really premiere, but it was a screening. Shout out to Dr. Ma'at, who I'm sure will be on here in a little while.
Word.
Wesley Muhammad was there.
That was in Baltimore, right?
That was in Baltimore a few weeks back. And the brother just came up to me and presented me with a silver coin. And it was actually a silver coin that had, if I'm not mistaken, it had the Haitian Revolutionary, the brother who freed Haiti, basically, on the coin.
Word.
And yeah, listen, gold and silver is something that is valuable over time. Right. When we get in precarious times, gold and silver has always stood the test of time as opposed to fiat currency. Fiat currency is what we would call, the money that we are dealing with now.
Right. Especially once they took it off the gold standard.
So yeah, the brother gave me a coin out of nowhere, just out of the love. You know what I mean? Looked it up. The coin's worth about $100. You know what I mean? But in times of peril and all that type of shit, where money's not even worth nothing, that coin could be worth a lot more. Just a piece of that coin could be worth a lot more. So I thank you, my brother. I appreciate the token. I appreciate the gift. And shout out to you for once again adding on to the abundance of which we try to create for ourselves. Asia always coming strong.
Word.
Asia
Salute.
with the strong. She always comes with the support. She put her money where her mouth is, brothers.
Salute to Iasia.
Brothers, I'm telling you. Matter of fact, I just need to
Gotta step your game up.
Send me your email or something like that. Can you send me your email? I want to just give you a free subscription to Patreon because you deserve it, Iasia. So yes, Iasia, could you email me or damn, we got to figure this out. But I want to do something special for Iasia because Iasia is one of the biggest supporters of this channel.
Salute to Iasia,
who is not a sponsor. She's just a fan and a patron. And we appreciate her. There goes Dr. Maad. How you doing? There is her email address. She just put it in the chat.
Word.
And can I copy that? You see something?
She gonna get a lot of emails, brother.
Oh, that's all right. Hang on.
Word.
Merriweather. Oh, that's the M.
Hey, speaking of that gold coin, that's the word on the streets right now. Stack up as much silver and gold coins as you can.
This is what I'm telling you.
Right.
This is what I'm telling you, Brody. Because that's real shit. That's real shit.
They're saying that the silver coin, the silver American Eagle coin is scarce right now.
Really?
Yeah, that's what you want to stack. That's the coins definitely you want to stack up.
Well, I happen to like that the brother gave me a coin with a black man on it. Not just any black man.
Right.
What's the brother's name? Baptiste or some shit? I'm sorry, I'm not.
Did it come in the plastic casing and all that?
Yes, of course. Come
Word.
on. It keeps it so it doesn't oxidize and all that type of stuff.
You can also turn it into a pendant. You know that? You can rock that joint from time to time.
Yeah. But I'd rather I put it with my other coins that I have.
Okay, word. Let me find out Lord J's a big coin collector.
No, I'm not a big coin collector, but my father, some years back, started me off on some silver coins and just tried to, impress upon the value of silver coins. And he gave me quite a few sheets of silver coins, actually.
Oh, word. Okay. I just got a little roll of gold coins from my pops like a few years
my
back.
pops, he got some gold. He's sitting on it and all of that type of stuff. But he gave me some sheets and all that. So I was already kind of up on the silver coins and all of that.
Word.
Anyway, thank you, my brother. We appreciate you.
Salute.
So get this alkaline water up in me.
Oh yeah.
So let's with no further ado, I guess let's get to it, man.
Let's get it cracking, man. We got a lot to talk about. Breaking news today.
Breaking news.
If you haven't heard this, get your Jell-O pudding pops and climb up out of the rock. Breaking news. Bill Cosby is a free man, Lord Jamar. Word.
Say word.
Word. After 2 years, the Pennsylvania courts let him out today off of a technicality that they're saying had nothing to do with the case. So Bill Cosby is home as we speak. They just released the video footage with him coming out of a SUV, and they were escorting him back into his home where he met his wife.
Thank you, Del Monte Green Beans. He said you eat gold and silver. A can of sweet corn will be worth more if this BS starts. Well, I didn't say you could eat gold or silver. I just said gold or silver was better than fiat currency. But yes, if we can grow our own foods and all that, yes, that's much more valuable probably than gold and silver. Continue.
Yeah, so he's at home now. He's a free man. He got let out today based off of a technicality.
Do we know what the technicality was?
Yes, the technicality was when
that
he
they
had
were
made
lying. that they were lying on his fucking ass.
They got 2 years out of him, you see, and then let him out on a technicality. But what happened was the courts in Pennsylvania ruled that it was extreme prejudice. It was a couple of things, extreme prejudice, that they added 5 more witnesses, 5 more women.
Talk to me.
To testify the same exact story that the main woman was accusing him on. So in other words, they said extreme prejudice. They weren't supposed to add 5 more women to basically rehash the same story. So that was grounds for extreme prejudice. They also
go ahead, continue.
They also said that the other technicality was, now I found this interesting. I'm not sure if you're aware, but Bill Cosby had made a deal with a previous prosecuting attorney to where he gave information about what he had done to the women, but they promised him that that would not be used in a court of law against him. So he made some statements that perjured himself, and the Pennsylvania court said that the agreement between him and the first prosecuting attorney was broken. And the second prosecuting attorney.
So they out here breaking treaties again.
Yes.
They made a treaty with the original man, Bill Cosby, of which they broke the treaty, and now they got caught breaking the treaty. Is that what you're telling me?
Absolutely correct. So he made a deal. He made a deal with the initial prosecuting attorney, and I guess that prosecuting attorney left for whatever reason. And the deal was, Bill Cosby, this information that you're giving us about what you did to the women, we're not going to use this against you in the court of law. Well, when the second prosecuting attorney came, they did the exact opposite. And the courts ruled that they broke their agreement with Mr. Bill Cosby. And based upon those 2 technicalities, he's a free man.
So, okay, well, you know, it's funny that you say adding on the 5 extra females and all of that type of shit, right? What about adding on the whole societal bullshit that he had to deal with at the time of the Me Too movement and all of that? Like, they pulled him into all of this Me Too shit that was going on at the time. So it was more than just those females that were added to his court case. You see what I'm saying? They tried to slay him in the court of public opinion, to where any Me Too person at the time was supposed to be believed and all this fucking shit. And now here we go, you know, fast forward.
After 2 years.
Right. After 2 years of having how old is this man? 80 something years old?
I believe 87.
80's putting an 87-year-old man in the fucking clink.
Oh, my bad. 88. We got to add another year.
88-year-old man, put him in the clink for some shit that happened 40 years ago. Like, really? Right. Like, y'all put him in jail? Y'all couldn't give him a nice fine and all this type of shit? Like something like y'all had to fucking humiliate this man, wear at his health. They hoped he was gonna die in there. That's what the fuck they hoped was gonna happen. But this motherfucker fucked around and lived.
Let me ask your opinion on this, okay? So they let a lot of these healthy, we're going to assume healthy, way younger inmates out. Okay. Some notable ones, some young rappers like Snitch 9, 6ix9ine, and other rappers, they let them out because of Corona. You would have thought that Bill Cosby is probably immunocompromised, but they didn't let him out.
Right. Well, to me, you know, this is also an example of, you know, how the truth can be swayed depending on popular opinion.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like today, yesterday, he was the worst motherfucker in the world because y'all supposedly, had evidence that blah, 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 blah. Now, today, more knowledge comes out where it's revealed that, oh, you weren't supposed to fucking send this man to jail. And that wasn't true, whatever the fuck y'all was saying. So to me, it just shows how wishy-washy the so-called truth is. Because today the truth is he's innocent, right? Yesterday, just yesterday, he was guilty and he had to be incarcerated. Today, I don't give a fuck what you say, technicalities. He's innocent. He's a free man, right?
Well, he is a free man, but however, the prosecuting attorneys are standing by that this has nothing to do with the case itself, and three of the victims
can eat a dick.
3 of the victims have already came out and made statements against Mr. Bill Cosby, saying that they still feel he is a very dangerous man.
Come on. Do they really think he's a dangerous man at 88 years old? Like, come on, seriously?
They said Mr. Bill Cosby is still a dangerous man to society, and it's so a sad
be out here pilling broads up at 88 years old. Like, come on. Like, does this dick even work? Like, still, like, come on, knock it off. All I'm saying is, right? To me, he's free. So let's clap it up for that. Because ain't no 80s. Even if he was guilty, right? He didn't need to be going into jail. If you didn't catch him back then, okay? If you ain't catch him back then, you don't need to be trying to send him to jail now for some shit he did fucking years ago. I could see you some sort of civil suit or something like that.
So are you saying
on precious metals? But what happened to the Weinstein sewer matter that disappeared? I don't know.
Are you saying at this point? Because I was discussing this earlier. So would you agree, Lord Jamar, at this point, whether he did it or not, this happened 30 years ago, and nobody was in the room. They didn't have any evidence. 40 years ago, none of us was in the room. Okay, none of us was in the room, so we don't know if it happened or it didn't happen. So would you agree, Lord Jamar, that at this point, whether he did it or if he didn't, let's just say he did do it, you might as well just let God handle him, right? Because of his age. Why put him in the clinker?
Yeah, let the universe, whatever you want to call it, God, the universe, fucking just if y'all, you know what I mean? First of all, if some shit's gonna happen, y'all better fucking pursue these motherfuckers at the time, man. Don't be waiting fucking 30, 40 years and then try to come out. Like, that shit just looks mad shady to me. Like, if the shit happens, you need to be reporting that shit a couple hours later. You know what I mean? Like, yo, a couple hours ago, I got fucking molested by this motherfucker. Or even if it was a couple days or even a week, but come on, years, stop it. It's just, anyway, that's a whole nother discussion. To me, I'm just trying to show how motherfuckers can portray something to be one way and then we find out it's true later. Like, just for instance, they could say that, there was some sort of deadly infection going around. Do this and do that so you don't get it. And then later you find out, later on that gets overturned. You see what I'm saying? And now the truth is not the truth anymore. The truth that you swore by is not the truth anymore because somebody made a decision. that wasn't you. And so now y'all happy. Basically, that the slave master let him free. But they're gonna let you know who has the power. And they don't give a fuck how much money you have. They don't give a fuck how old you are. If you black and you did some shit, you know what I mean? They want to get at you. They will make an example.
Lord Jamar, think about the repercussions, okay? The precedent that this would have sent against Mr. Bill Cosby against the average common man. So Bill Cosby had popularity, influence, wealth. He was a celebrity. And if they did this to him, the he say, she say, what would happen to the average man?
This is what I'm saying. If he's not safe, no one is safe. And that's the message. That's the message they're trying to convey. Like, listen, we'll take your biggest nigga out there. We'll take your biggest nigga and whittle him down to size. Don't you fucking niggas think that you fucking, you know what I mean, can escape the power of God? Because that's what they want you to feel, like that they're God. You know what I mean? And that they have godly powers over your life.
And I wonder what kind of retribution they're going to give. They took away 2 years of his life. And what that's it? Just we take 2 years and we'll let you go.
And see, an agreement was made. According to what you said, an agreement was made to where this should have never happened. Like, but again, look at how these people are, they famous for breaking their agreements and shit like that. They're famous for not keeping their word.
Lord Jamar, do you remember when he was trying to purchase a network, a huge major network?
Well, that's what they say. He was trying to purchase NBC, and they're saying it's part of that. This is part of the retribution of him daring to think that he can be so big as to purchase a major network.
Yeah. The thing that was very odd about the Bill Cosby case was there was no evidence, there was no proof because it happened 40 years ago. This is strictly one person's word against another person's word.
Right.
It's getting spooky out here, Lord Jamar. Well, salute to Bill Cosby. He's now a free man.
Salute Bill Cosby. I heard he made a statement. I didn't hear what it was. Yeah, I'm pretty sure, like somebody's saying here, he about to be suing the shit out of some people, especially if he had some sort of treaty set up, some sort of agreement set up with the other prosecuting attorney, and then the shit was just ignored or whatever the case may be. Yeah.
Well, we don't know if this was payback to Bill Cosby because he was trying to buy NBC network, but that's going to segue me into this, Lord Jamar. Speaking of networks.
Wait, you said he was trying to buy what network? NBC.
NBC.
Okay, yeah.
You like my little segue there?
I you said BET, though. I was like,
no. Whoa.
I know where we're going, but go ahead.
Whoa. Speaking of networks, that's my segue. From NBC to BET. Lord Jamar, did you have opportunity to watch the BET Awards? The BET Awards, Lord Jamar. Remember, they got 2 award shows. They've got the BET Hip Hop Awards, and then there's the BET Awards. We're not speaking about the BET Hip Hop Awards. Did you catch the BET Awards?
There was 2 different awards, really?
Yeah, of course.
Is that 2 different awards, really?
Lord Jamar, you are hip hop. There's the BET Hip Hop Awards.
Yeah, I'm hip hop. That means I don't fuck with BET like that.
And then there's the regular BET Awards where everything else Black entertainment falls under that award program. So yes, there's 2 separate.
Okay, well, see, I didn't even know that. And no, I did not watch it.
Oh.
But
Ah.
I know where you're going because I heard
Hey,
about it.
hey, Lord Jamar, don't feel bad because I didn't watch that garbage either. But we must touch upon it, my brother. The kiss that stole the show, and P. Diddy inched his way up in there by sending out a social media message saying, "You did that. Hashtag fearless." Speak on it, Lord J. BET Hip Hop Awards, the kiss that stole the show. Little Nas X kisses his background dancer.
Okay. So for some reason,
look. Let me get my tea.
For some reason, when this guy Little Nas X does some shit, I think Poobah, shout out to my brother Grand Poobah Haji Allah.
Shout out Grand Poobah.
I think he gets a kick out of sending me the shit and like trying to get me tight or some shit like that.
Didn't he do that last time? Last
time he sent me the video. I don't know what I was gonna be watching, and boom, bam, boom. So this time I get a text from Poobah, and I go to look at it. And before I even click it, you know how the new shit, like if somebody sends a video right in the thumbnail, you don't even have to click it. The thumbnail will start playing what the video is. You know what I mean?
Start moving like, around, yeah.
It'll start playing a little piece of the video. Yo, before I even got a chance to click on the shit, I see this nigga, Little Nas X, tonguing a nigga down. And I know it's a nigga because I'm like, this nigga's not tonguing no girl down. Like this nigga's all about shock value. So I knew exactly what it was when I seen it. And I'm like, come on, man. Like in that moment, I was a little disgusted with my brother. Like, yo, why you send me this shit? Like, I don't want to see this fucking shit. Like,
why does Grand Poobah keep doing that to you, Lord Jamar?
Because he wants to get me outraged so that I'll come on here and say some shit about it. He wants to make sure that I'm aware of it. Like, do you see this bullshit that's going on? That's what the fuck why he's doing it.
I love it. Shout out to Grand Poobah.
Yeah, and then he just sit back and laugh. But so yeah, I'm like, yo, bro. So I calls him and he's just laughing when he picks up the phone, like, you know what I mean? Like, and I'm like, yo, man, what the fuck? And he's like,
oh, it went.
And he's like, did you watch it? What happened? You're still here.
Okay.
So he's like, did you watch it? I'm like, nah, man, I seen enough. Like, he's like, yo, God, you got to watch it. He said, because he said what was striking to him was, yeah, the kiss and all that shit is crazy, right? But he said it was the reaction of the crowd that was more interesting to him. You know, because it wasn't like a lot of people in the crowd was like, what the fuck? Because if the camera would have been on me, my face would have been like, what the fuck? Like, huh? Like, they said when the camera went on certain people, they was acting like they was cool with it. Like certain people was like cheering the shit on, basically. Like, yeah, do that. Like, and I still haven't clicked on it, but
that's kind of peculiar. That's
very interesting. Because if it would have been just, I don't know, just a few years ago, 10 years ago, maybe, I'm sure the faces in the crowd would have been different. You know, I almost want to click it just to see what he's talking about there. But man, like I'm not trying to be inundated with all of this psychological fuckery that they're trying to
Now, let me say,
that they're trying to indoctrinate us with.
okay, I will say this, Lord Jamar. You know, you and I both we've been to the award shows, to the BET Hip Hop Award shows, all that stuff. You know, they hand pick and hand select the audience for television that they set in front of the stage area. Okay, and these are mostly aspiring IG models or people trying to get into the entertainment field. They coach them and say, okay, you guys are going to be in the pit area in front of the stage. So they hand select people to be in front of the stage. The point I'm trying to make is, was the camera panning to the people that they hand selected? Because it's not always an organic crowd at them award shows, as you very well know.
Well, first of all, you're incorrect. I don't think I've ever been to a BET award show. I've been to some award shows, but I don't, I know kind of what you're talking about.
Yeah, we went to the one in Atlanta. Remember Atlanta with God Cooks?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Come on, yeah. With Stove God Cooks.
Man. Yeah. So I have been to a BET award show. My bad. But yeah, like regardless how they populate their fucking however they populate their fucking shit is like, a lot
of it is what I'm trying to get at.
First of all, and when I say hold up, when he was talking about thank you once again, Del Monte Green Beans. When he was talking about the faces of the crowd, no, he wasn't talking about just regular people. He's talking about the celebrities.
Oh,
celebrities. He's not talking about just the average crowd goer. No. Okay. He's talking about the celebrities' faces.
I got you. Okay.
When he did it. That's why I used myself an example. If they would have flashed on me, let's see what Lord Jamar. This has been my face. Kind of similar to the logo, but just worse and shit. Like
they wouldn't have panned to your face though. Piggyback off to they would have.
Yeah, that would have been my face. What? Get the
right.
Yeah,
I've seen on social media. You know, I'm not surprised. I've seen on social media. Did you see the picture where? It's almost kind of like they may be condoning it. I've seen a post of a picture at the award show where Megan Thee Stallion took a picture like she was licking Young Miami's face. Did you see that? And it went everywhere. So it's almost kind of like, what's going on here?
Here's the thing. Now, everybody could admit that Old Town Road was a catchy motherfucking song. Like, I don't give a fuck if you don't like country rap or whatever the case may be. Take my horse through the Old Town Road. That shit was catchy as a motherfucker, right? That was a big hit. Now, see, shout out to my nigga Smackwater, because he brought out, I watched the video and he was bringing out some of these points, but this is also some shit I've been saying for a while. So, the cake ass nigga, as my man Smackwater would say, this cake ass nigga fucking can't make a hit to save his life anymore. He ain't got no more Old Town Roads in him. So now everything he does is got to be some shock value shit. And so it's got to go higher and higher. So what'd he do? First, he said he was gay. You know what I mean? Then he started wearing like pink cowboy suits. Then he does a fucking video, where he's lap dancing the devil. Doing more shit. I've had a picture of him where it looked like he had titties and all this crazy shit. Everything is keep getting pushed. But then it was to a point where he's saying that he's gay and he's doing a lot of shit, but some people was like, is he really gay or is he really doing this as a some sort of publicity stunt? So now what does he have to do? Now he has to prove, no, I'm really fucking gay. So that was that now, taking that to the next level by fucking kissing a nigga in front of the whole fucking world, in front of on a show that's supposed to be a family show.
You know what's next, right?
Oh, what's next is him sucking a dick on fucking film or fucking doing a sex tape. Some sort of sex tape where they're going to try to put that out and you motherfuckers better not watch it. You better not watch it just because it's little. Well, I wanted to see if Lil Nas X was where he was really doing the. You fucking better not watch that shit. Leave that shit alone. Because trust me, the Lil Nas X gay sex tape is on the way. It's on the way. Thank you, Aisha. It's on the fucking way. Trust me when I tell you. And they're gonna try to fucking make your ass watch this a gay porn. Do y'all niggas watch gay porn any other time? Well, then don't watch it when fucking Lil Nas X is the star of it. Okay? Because they got you in the habit of watching celebrity porns, just not the gay ones. You know what I mean? Now they're gonna make this shit fucking popular. And what the fuck you talking about, Diddy? Let's talk about Diddy for a second, man. This nigga Lil Nas X kind of look like Diddy in a way, don't he?
Oh yeah.
He gotta remind me of Diddy in a way.
Little Diddy.
Now, nigga. Like this nigga, I remember Diddy from back in the days, Mount Vernon, polka dot dancer type of nigga. Like Diddy was no gangster ass nigga. Like, you know what I mean? When he got money later, started hanging with gangsters and shit like that. And he's probably seen a lot of gangster shit, but he ain't no fucking gangster. Now, you out here talking about, oh, he did that and all of that, like saluting this man for fucking
hashtag
you know
fearless. Hashtag fearless.
Fearless. So what? You was scared? I guess you had fear then.
Speak on it, Lord J.
I'm just saying, like, what the fuck are you talking about? Why are we promoting some shit? Why are we acting like that? Well, you know what's fearless? Me doing this right now. Me even talking about this in a negative light is fearless. Is Diddy
Lord Jamar
or Jay-Z or any of these motherfuckers gonna be like, yo, hashtag fearless Lord J, man? He be keeping it real for the fucking hell fucking no. Only people that are here in the chat, Asia, people like that, appreciate what the fuck I'm talking about right now. But no. Matter of fact, other people beyond this appreciate it, but they're scared to admit it. They're scared to publicly admit certain shit. And so now somebody with like Diddy who got influence and all this type of shit, bro, if you had to do some shit behind the scenes, keep that shit to yourself. Stop trying to fucking promote and pull other people in to that fucking lifestyle. Like if they're gonna do it organically on their own, let them fucking do it. They don't need people like you co-signing, oh, fucking, hashtag fearless. You did that.
You did that.
Like, come on. So now what are you going to be fit? You know what? I got inspired from Lil Nas X. And now, Diddy's going to be in his next movie, kissing a dude, acting like, yeah, I want to be fearless too. I think we should live our lives being fearless. What's wrong with that? That's the type of shit, the spin they'll put on it. You got to be fearless in order to be a boss. That's the way they'll spin it, and because he got millions of dollars and shit, motherfuckers are actually like listen to it and act like, maybe you got a point there. Maybe he's right. Like, money don't make you smart. I said this before. I'll say it again. Just because the motherfucker got a lot of money don't mean they smart. Don't mean they got life all figured out and all this kind of shit. Don't mean they're emotionally stable. None of that fucking shit. So knock it off with acting like, you know, these people are geniuses and we should emulate their lives or do whatever the fuck they tell us to do. You know, because these motherfuckers with the money is telling you to get the bang bang boogie and all that other fucking bullshit. And you're going to see where that gets you.
Lord Jamar, can you give us a little bit of insight? Give the people some insight. I thought about this earlier. Diddy is supposedly supposed to be a man of faith. Wouldn't this contradict?
Absolutely. I say this to Christians all the time. But well, and when you say man of faith, he's supposed to be a Christian.
Right.
You know what I mean?
He references God all the time as well.
Right. So I mean, if you're a Christian or a Muslim, there are specific scriptures that speak upon how God feels about you know, homosexuality and transgenderism, that man should not imitate woman and woman should not imitate man, and nor should either one lie down with each other and all. Like, that's all in there. You know what I mean? Like, that's all in there. And how these people try to reconcile, you know, they'll say, well, I'm not nobody's judge. I'm sure I'm not going to judge anyone. Well, your so-called God that you say you follow has did the judging. And he said it's not cool. So what are you talking about? I'm not the judge. I'm not going to judge them. Your God has judged them. And he said it's not cool. So why are you fucking? Why are you flipping it and bouncing it and bending it to try to suit, you know, what popular opinion is telling you is right? Listen, I'm not here to hate these people. Again, they want to do this shit organically on their own, so be it. But it's the promotion and the, you know, the force feeding of it. You know what I mean? I don't like to be force fed nothing. You know what I mean? Nothing. Not that. Not fucking, you know, trying to poke me, you know, fucking in the arm. Fucking, I don't want to be force fed false knowledge. I don't want to be force fed bad foods. I don't want to be force fed nothing. I want to be able to freely choose my diet and partake of what I choose to partake of. May not be badgered, you know, into consuming something that I don't want to consume. And that's where we're at right now. And so shame on you, P. Diddy. That's right. I said it. Shame on you. And I'm sure this will get back to him. We came up in the same circles and all of that. It is what it is. Get at me, Diddy. Get at me. Come on the show. Now Rule. Mount Vernon. Master Vic.
This sounds deeper than rap. This is deeper than rap.
I'm talking about, man, because see, I'm from that era. I'm from that era when I see, you know, people like Heavy D, you know, at the Mount Vernon high school parties and shit like that. He getting on the mic, I'm getting on the mic. You know what I mean? We don't know each other like that. We just MCs at the same time. Diddy running with people like my man Groovy Lou, fucking Walter, George, all them type of niggas. Fucking they was the cool, like, dancing type of niggas. Like, they would be at the party dancing. They was the fashion niggas. You know what I mean? Like, that's the type of shit that Puffy was known for back then.
Why do you think Lord Jamar?
What was I known for? I was known for MCing, DJing, and being God. even back then.
Salute. Lord Jamar, why is it that the gatekeepers of hip hop and the OGs of hip hop aren't really taking a stance or saying anything other than yourself? Can you give us some insight on possible reasons?
Because they're scared and they want the imaginary bag. We've talked about the imaginary bag in the past. They don't want to say certain things because they believe it's going to stop them from getting paid in the future. That the powers that be are going to hear what they say and put them on some sort of blacklist, and then they'll never be able to do anything again, they feel like.
Okay, I can see that. I seen something about Mason Betha.
Yes.
The legendary Harlem World rapper said something about BET isn't for black people anymore. You agree with him on that, or based upon recent events with this BET Awards, Mace is stepping up to the plate and saying, kind of like, whoa, BET is not repping black people anymore.
Well, I mean, thank you, Absolute Boss Collective. I don't, it's been a long time. I feel like since BET has represented black people.
Okay.
I remember the days when BET, when its headquarters was in Washington, D.C. Okay, now that's when and they had what was
in
it?
Northeast
City, but they had they had like Team Summit and all this type of shit
Team
going
Summit.
on. That's when BET seemed like it was for black people. That's when I don't know. We used to feel a pride walking up in those offices back then. I ain't even going front.
They had the big black corporate building. Remember the glass was stained black. The big black building with BET at the top.
It was over by the train tracks or whatever.
Yep.
I just remember like we used to feel very proud. Like, damn, this is the black entertainment. Like, this is a black TV station. We just felt real proud about it. We just felt like, yeah, that was our shit. Damn, thank you, FU2. He said Puff Daddy put out a song promoting the selling of crack cocaine to black people at a time. Black people did not need a how-to list of selling crack. This is true. This is true, but the 10 crack commandments did come out.
You were speaking about feeling proud when you walked into the BET studios.
Yeah, we used to feel proud back then. That's when we felt like BET was for us. At some point, Bob Johnson, the owner of BET, sold BET, I believe, to Viacom.
Correct.
And from what I understand, I've been seeing reports recently that the new owners of BET are like the Rothsteins or some people like that. I think their names are something to that effect. And basically it's some white fucking family who, of course, they don't fucking give a fuck about black people. So yeah, I think Mace is probably dead on with what he's saying right there. Yes, he's right. I agree with him. I don't need, BET is black entertainment in name only. It's black entertainment in name only. It's not shit. It ain't even what it used to be. Like BET used to bring out cutting edge comics and shit like that. Remember the comic
Comic View?
Come on, man. Like, that's where we first got up on, for me, like DL Hughley and people like that. Like, that was some cutting edge shit that was helpful for black people. Like, they don't have nothing like that anymore. Like, they regurgitate shows that were already out. They take syndicated shows, Martin and fucking Fresh Prince and shit like that you'll see on BET, and You know, they'll get some of their own little stories, but they're always about some bullshit, you know, crime stories and, you know, drug dealers and all this fucking bullshit. So yeah.
You know, Bob Johnson, Lord Jamar, a lot of people would argue that when he owned BET prior to selling it to Viacom, he really didn't do anything for black folks in the black community. Okay. And then he becomes the first black billionaire. Okay. When he sold BET to Viacom for $3 billion. Okay. First black billionaire, $3 billion. Now, recently in the headlines, Bob Johnson is advocating for reparations. Did you hear about that? Did you see that?
Yeah, I heard something about that.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of odd to me that the timing of it, though, like, you know, just a couple of days after the company that you sold off, you know, that you got your reparations for, you know, went ahead and did some fucking New World Order representation on their fucking award show. Now, 2 days after that, you want to come out talking about we should get reparations. I mean,
did you hear the amount? 14 trillion. He's saying the U.S. government should cut a check to DOS for 14 trillion.
Okay.
Now, I'm not sure where that number seems kind of arbitrary. Why 14 trillion? Why not 20 trillion? Why not 30 trillion? Why 14 trillion? But he's saying they should cut a check for 14 trillion. What do you think about that? Do you think that's an appropriate amount for reparations? Or at least the start?
First of all, I'm not an economist or, you know, I haven't done any kind of math like that would be able to break that down. We'd still be, there'd still be a whole rigmarole about who gets reparations. So that's a whole next story. I mean, it would be a start, but here's the thing, like, when money, we were talking about money earlier, like gold and silver and all that, when you deal with fiat currency, when they're just printing money, like if they give us $14 trillion of money that has no value, you know what I mean? Like they might fuck around and try to give us that reparations only to purposely bankrupt the fucking system. And then blame it on black people.
You think that would fly? Do you think that would actually be a legitimate reason?
Listen, of course, the black people. Oh, we want reparations. Okay, we're gonna give y'all reparations. Oh, see, look what happened. We gave y'all those reparations, and now fucking the whole system is bankrupt now. All because we tried to help black people.
How many?
Now, the one time, you see all the other times when they come out with bailouts and all of that type of shit, big corporations, everything goes fine and da. But watch, the one time they try to use that fake bread and give it to us for what the fuck we want, that's when the shit, they'll use that to collapse. First of all, they know that this whole fiat system is going to collapse. That's what New World Order is about. They want a new currency and all of that. So please stop thinking that all this money shit is going to keep going. So we're fighting for some shit that's about to end anyway. We're fighting for some shit that's about to end at some point anyway. And they know this. This is why they gave out all these PPP loans and then blah, man.
So let me read this quote, okay? So basically, Bob Johnson calls for the U.S. to pay $14 trillion to the black descendants of the slave trade. This is not just for past sins, but to cause this country, quote, to live up to what was once called American exceptionalism, end quote, Johnson said at a press release, okay? He then goes on to say in this statement, quote, Is 14 trillion too much to ask for the atonement of 200 plus years of brutal slavery, de facto and de jure government-sponsored social and economic discrimination, and the permanent emotional trauma inflicted upon Black Americans by being forced to believe in a hypocritical and unfulfilled pledge that all men are created equal?
Thank you, Nasir. Okay, Bob. I mean, I hear you.
What'd you do when you had the network, right? Is that where you're about to go with this?
I mean, first of all, why does it take a fucking billionaire for these motherfuckers to even hear the shit? Thank you, Ryman Bars Sinister. Appreciate you. You got that Cosby fucking.
Oh wow, he's got the Cosby avatar.
Hell yeah. Like, see, because he's a billionaire, this guy Bob Johnson, they're actually gonna hear him. It's like money makes people have to fucking listen to you. And that's the way they pose it. Now a regular fucking schmegular dude on the block who been asking for reparations for fucking years, they ain't been hearing. You know what I mean?
Right.
It takes this billionaire motherfucker to finally get a hold of the concept or finally feel like, you know what? I'll just say this publicly. Fuck it. You know, he just got for whatever reason, he felt like saying it. And now it's a big deal because this billionaire nigga said it.
Hey, but Lord Jamar, you got to start somewhere, man. You got to start somewhere.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
And if they want, I mean, so start.
Look what happened. But Lord Jamar, look what happened, man. It's a national holiday now, man. Juneteenth.
Oh.
Come on, you got to start somewhere. Come on. We have Juneteenth now.
That was a good one.
Speak on it, Lord Jamar. Juneteenth is now a national holiday. Hey, where's your cup, man? Cheers. Speak on it, Lord Jamar.
Okay. Now, I feel like I'm looking a little greasy right now. It's a little hot out today.
Black don't crack.
Yeah, it's just looking a little shiny.
It's the lighting, Lord Jamar. It's the lighting. We got a national holiday now.
Okay, Juneteenth. So, first of all, I ain't even gonna hold you, right? And I've been fucking around, you know, however you want to call it, involved. I've been moving in the conscious Black community for quite some time now.
True. Facts.
I mean, at least 40 years, right? I'm going to tell you that for me personally, I never heard of Juneteenth.
I thought I was crazy.
Hang on. I never heard of Juneteenth until a few years ago. It was a few years back. I started hearing about this Juneteenth and blah, blah, and I didn't pay much mind to it. They said, oh, okay, it's a thing they were celebrating in Texas. Okay, cool. Cool.
So it started in Texas.
Hold up, man. Listen, maybe it did. Maybe well, that's where they said, yeah, it started out there because those was the ignorant slaves that didn't know that damn near 2 years that slavery was over, and these was the dummies that still was working, and they could have been said fuck you, but because of trickery and chicanery, Because here's the thing. You think the white people in Texas didn't know that slavery was over? You think everybody, what just the mail was so slow that nobody knew? And so they all was in ignorance? No, the white people knew. They just wasn't telling the niggas. And for whatever reason, it took at least 2 years before the niggas got wind that they wasn't slaves no more. Okay, hang on. Somebody said, I lived in Texas 20 years, never heard about it till 2 or 3 years ago. You know why? Because they could have made this shit up. They could have made this shit up knowing they was going to do some shit like this in the future. Hey, let's make up some bullshit called Juneteenth, right? Then in a couple of years, we just going to give them a fucking holiday called Juneteenth. And niggas will be happy. Niggas, yeah, like you said, oh, you got to start somewhere. But please understand, what the fuck do you think y'all get out of a holiday with your dumb ass? What you think, you get a day off, a free day's pay, or some stupid shit? You know what the system gets? Now, mark my word. Next year, at this time, Siemens first Juneteenth savings at Siemens. Well, I don't even know if Siemens is still open, but if it is, that would be the fucking commercial. Target, Juneteenth savings at Target. Go to Ashley Furniture for Juneteenth. Big savings for Juneteenth. Bro, it's all about commerce. They take holidays and it's all about selling some shit to you at a so-called discounted price to just push commerce. You don't get nothing out of it. Yet all the fucking big corporations are gonna profit off of Juneteenth sales. You dumb motherfuckers. You're gonna give Juneteenth cards to people. That's Hallmark, and them niggas is gonna get paid from that, unless y'all go specifically to black-owned card makers. Then you're gonna fucking want to have Juneteenth cookouts, because you know niggas love a good cookout, and we will fucking use any fucking excuse for a cookout. So we gonna get them motherfucking briquettes from the motherfucking Mr. White Boy Kingsford. And we gonna be buying his briquettes, and we gonna be getting them grills from Mr. Whatever white boy sells the grills. And yeah. Somebody said, thank you, Kalos D's. Instead of 28 days, we finally got 29. What a huge step. Shaking my head. Yeah, exactly.
Why is it called? Do you know why it's called Juneteenth, Lord Jamar?
June what, 19th? Isn't that the day?
Yeah.
Oh, that's some nigga shit to just jam a word together. June 19th, Juneteenth.
Yeah.
We're gonna do it on June. It's in June on the 19th is the Juneteenth. You know, that's just
yeah. So it says the term Juneteenth is a blend of the words June and 19th.
I told you.
Yes, the holiday has also been called Juneteenth Independence Day or Freedom Day, often celebrated at first with church picnics and speeches. The holiday spread across the nation and internationally as Black Texans moved elsewhere.
But see, now look how, and I saw Judge Joe Brown. Shout out to Judge Joe Brown. And if somebody can help me get Judge Joe Brown on the Godcast, I would greatly appreciate that. Because he needs to be on here. But I saw Judge Joe Brown talking about, look how they are celebrating also our ignorance. You know, like they're mocking you with this Juneteenth shit. You dumbass niggas didn't even know you was free. For a good 2 years. A good 2 years, you dumb niggas didn't know. And we was taking advantage of you. How? Through controlling information. The same way they taking advantage of you right this moment. By controlling information. Y'all don't know how all that shit works that you putting in your body. Yeah, I don't know how that shit works. They're controlling information. Come on, man. Come on, man.
Did you hear about okay, already Juneteenth celebrations have on Juneteenth, okay?
Right.
When it was
People
declared
shot, probably.
Yes. 7 people and 21 injured.
Of course.
Mm-hmm.
You see? So now you're giving another day for black people to try to murder each other, get intoxicated and kill each other and all of that. But at the same time, the system, watch how much money the system is going to make. That corporate entities, they're the ones that are like, yes, thank you for this Juneteenth shit. We're going to be selling fucking all kinds of shit on Juneteenth. Potato chips, fucking hot dogs, hamburgers, buns, paper plates, paper cups, ice, beer, soda. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like chicken, like that's just in the food shit, man. Now you got your Juneteenth. Oh, you know, niggas like got to get fresh though too. Now niggas love to get fresh. So now we maybe have a Juneteenth sale at the Foot Locker or at the you know, at the motherfucking whatever clothing store. You know, then you have you gotta have the Juneteenth Jammy Jam. You know, so now this is putting money into the venues and shit like that. And, yeah, so I got to go get fresh for the Juneteenth Jammy Jam, you know?
Yeah.
And so what are we getting out of this substantially as black people?
Well, there was a bunch of shootings and killings in 7 different cities. I thought it was just California. Upon doing research here, it was more than just California, Lord Jamar. Violent incidents related to Juneteenth were reported in California, South Carolina, Michigan, Colorado, Louisiana, and Philadelphia. I thought it was just Cali. It's in different parts of the region. That's what's going on.
And trust me, this was calculated. Like they knew that was gonna happen. They knew all of that shit was gonna happen. Trust me. They knew all of that shit was gonna be part of it, y'all.
Man, I got to segue into this now, Lord Jamar. We got to talk about this. We got to talk about this, brother.
First of all, make sure you'll click the like button. I see we got like 800
come on,
people
man,
in here right now. Click that like button and let you know, tell a friend to tell a friend. We in this bitch talking about the real shit. Let's go.
Yes, let's segue into this, man. I gotta go into this from Juneteenth, man. Did you hear about the sentencing?
Oh, Dr. Maat said she had Judge Joe Brown on the show. Well, then you know what to do, Dr. Maat. Be the conduit and let's do it. Go ahead. What's up?
Did you hear about the judge sentencing Derek Chauvin to 22 and a half years for the murder of George Floyd?
Yeah, I heard about it.
So we're making a little milestone in the justice system, yes? Got to start somewhere, Lord Jamar.
I guess. I mean, how does the family feel about it? Are they happy? Do they feel like it's enough? Do they feel like it's not enough? Because at the end of the day, you know, I feel like they're the ones that should feel like they received justice or not. You know what I mean? If they feel like 22 and a half years is sufficient for taking, you know, their brother, son, father's life for the rest of their life, you know, his life, then, you know, then I guess that's cool. I will say a police officer getting convicted for killing a black man in this country, I guess it is kind of big. You know what I mean? It is kind of big because for so long they've gone accosted at all. Like they get rewarded. They'll get fucking pensions and get to retire and all kind of shit, get no time and get money and all kind of shit. So the fact that this motherfucker went to jail for this shit, maybe, just maybe, it'll make some of these fucking cops think twice about what the fuck they do when it comes to interacting with a black male,
Right.
or a black, anyone, period. But specifically for us,
it's kind of a rarity, right? 22 and a half years, kind of rarity.
It is definitely rare, but we'll see how much of that time is he gonna serve. You know what I mean? What's the minimum? Is that the minimum?
Well, they're already applying the time that he already served.
And how long was that?
No, it was
a
year and a half, maybe 2 years, year and a half, pushing 2 years max. So do you think that is the kind of quench a lot of the storms that's already going on? Like we don't need no more riots, man. Let's just give him 22 and a half years, man. We're tired, man. No more burnings, no more rioting. There's too much going on right now. So let's nip this in the bud right now.
Maybe. Yeah, it might be a little, first of all, there's a lot of bowing to public pressure, but see, we got to be careful because you think you have a victory. Well, see, we use public pressure to make them bow, in the George Floyd case, right? But then they'll turn around now and make public pressure to make you bow to some other shit. You see what I'm saying? Like, so don't get all excited and shit when your little tactic worked, because that could have been a bone they just threw you so that they can use the same tactic against you for something else and have you fucked even worse. You see? So we get real happy when certain things happen. But always look and say, hey, what if could they reverse that? Like, you know what I mean? Could this now be reversed on me? And what I'm getting happy about, could somebody else be getting happy if the shit was, you know what I mean, turned around on me? And they definitely can turn the shit around on you. So don't get all fucking excited, especially when people get, when things get forced.
Lord Jamar, let's talk about the entertainment side of things, man. My brother, what's going on with this K Slay? DJ K Slay drops 110 MCs.
Shout out to K Slay. He's been on the show before. He's been on the Godcast. He's a Godcast alum. And first he did a joint with 50 MCs, and a video with 50 MCs, which that was phenomenal. And then he was like, yo, Lord, I'm gonna double it. You know what I mean? We're gonna get y'all on there. You know what I mean? Boom. He not only doubled it to 100, but he went 110. And so, and then filmed the video for it. Like, think the undertaking that it took, man, to do this. I mean,
and let's not be humble. Let's not be humble, Lord Jamar. You and Grand Pooba on there spitting, correct?
And Sadat X as well.
Sadat X, okay, yeah. So he's got the collective.
Nubian rosters on there. Rod Digger's on there. But yeah, we on there. I put a little clip up on my page, and man, people was fucking definitely going crazy over that song right there. They was very happy to hear Brand Nubian. Did
Sadat come? Did Sadat come late? Did Sadat come late or something? Because I kind of remember seeing a picture of you and Puba, but I didn't see Sadat in the picture.
Well, Sadat lives down south now. Sadat lives in North Carolina, so he's not.
Okay.
He wasn't able to be in the same place at the same time.
Oh,
so
word. Okay.
His part looks different than our part.
Okay. Well, what's he doing in South Carolina? We'll save that later, man.
Yeah,
We'll save that later, man. North Carolina. Okay, North Carolina. Okay.
Yeah, you just live down there now.
Okay. So
yeah,
tell us about that. Huh? What's that?
No, I said a lot of people moving around. But anyway, yeah, that was just some dope shit, man. A lot of dope people. I can't even name all the people that was on the song. If I tried to, I know, man, Sheik Luch, Styles P, fucking Dave East, Ice-T, Melly Mel, Grandmaster Caz, Rod Digger, Brand Nubian, Coke Rock, fucking RJ Payne, fucking damn.
Wow. It's like a who's list.
Yo, that's just a scratch of the surface. Raekwon, Ghostface. Actually, Ghostface goes twice. Ghostface and Tony Starks.
Oh wow.
Fucking, I think didn't Inspector Deck go too? Yeah, I think Inspector Deck. Fucking, yo, the shit is 40 minutes long, bro. The video is 40 minutes long. It's hard to even fathom all the people that's on this shit. Like, the shit retarded. But the beat is hard. You know what I mean?
So everybody's just on the same beat. Everybody on the same beat.
Everybody on the same beat. The beat changes up at times. You know what I mean? It has its
So let me ask you this: hip hop is a competitive sport. Hip hop is a competitive sport. How
Murder was on there? Yeah.
How would a hip hop fan consume this? Number one. Number two, a hip hop fan trying to consume this and digest it. You know, hip hop is a competitive sport. How would you rank who had the illest verse and that kind of stuff? Like, how do you go about doing that? 110 MCs?
Yeah, I think it's too many for people to be like, yo, this one had the illest verse. I think you just enjoy it in sections.
Okay.
I mean, I listened to the whole thing through, you know, in one sitting. But if you want, you can listen to it in pieces, you know, if you have a short attention span. But I feel like it's one of those songs where it's more about the whole thing. You know what I mean? It's not necessarily about who had the best verse, because there was a lot of good verses. Like there was a lot of dope verses on there from people, and some of the dope verses was from people that you might not would have even expect was gonna have verses like that. I remember, what's his name? I thought had a pretty nice verse, and you don't even really hear this guy. What was his name? And everywhere that my crew go, what's my guy's name?
Oh, that's Tracy Lee.
Tracy Lee had a nice verse on there.
Okay. Tracy Lee
had a nice verse, and he's not the kind of nigga that I would have necessarily thought, you know, was gonna get on one of these shits and rip it. But yo, I felt like he ripped it. Like, you know.
Okay.
Shout
out to Tracy Lee.
Not saying he had the best verse, but I'm just saying he had a good verse. I think a lot of people had nice verses. Oh yeah, Havoc was on. Everybody's naming people. Oh, Joel Ortiz. Somebody said Joel Ortiz had the best verse. I don't know.
Because you know this is hip hop. You know that discussion's gonna.
I was liking it for its entirety. There was so many. There was so many that it was hard to. Oh yeah, Omar Epps was on this shit.
What?
Yo, Shaq is on this shit. This shit is crazy.
Wow. Wow.
Again, it's too much. You know, it's a lot. It's a lot. So I'm not even judging it like that. I'm just judging it by, oh shit, he got this one, he got this guy. Oh shit, okay. Everybody's flowing. Everybody, you know.
And I'm guessing
I don't remember nobody sounding horrible necessarily.
And I'm guessing it's in no particular order.
Well, it is. It's in the order that he put it in. You see what I'm saying? He didn't just willy-nilly put that shit together. And that's another thing that's dope about it. For instance, I remember at one point, I forget who it was, but somebody was rhyming. They kind of was rhyming regular, and then they started fast rhyming. Right during their rhyme, this rapper was rhyming regular, so that was the transition. He was rhyming regular and started fast rhyming. So after he finished, fucking Slay puts Twister right after this dude.
Okay,
you see what I'm saying?
Right.
And so I felt like that was genius. Was the connection, how he made the whole shit flow scientifically, like, you know what I mean? Like when me, Pooh Bah, and X did our shit, he decided, I guess, who was gonna go first, second, and third, and all of that, because we weren't together when we did the shit. Like,
okay,
so it definitely was an arrangement. You know, it's a testament to his arrangement process too.
Word.
It's his talents as an arranger.
Word. Okay. That sounds pretty dope, man. For everybody out there in hip hop land, you're not a meaners out there, man. If you haven't checked out 110 MCs, go ahead and check out 110 MCs with yours truly, Brand Nubian, and of course the brother Lord Jamar. Dope, man. That sounds like dope.
Definitely.
Moving on, I wanted to ask you this. Do you remember a few weeks ago? It kind of completely slipped my mind. Maybe about a few weeks ago, did you hear this thing about Monique?
No.
And her statements where she was getting some backlash about the head bonnets.
What happened?
Okay, so Monique had a show out in South Carolina, and she said she's noticing a trend amongst African-American women. She said she was on her way down south. She was in the Atlanta airport, and she's noticing a lot of African-American women wearing head bonnets out in public, wearing pajama pants, wearing house shoes and slippers out in public. And she made a statement over social media. She said, "You guys are calling me auntie and you guys respect me. So now auntie's going to pull you to the side. If I ever see you in public, not representing yourself in our culture, wearing head bonnets in public, wearing pajamas, wearing house slippers out in the airport and everywhere, that you shouldn't be wearing this." And she received some backlash for speaking her mind on this. And I kind of wanted to get your take on this. She's saying you're not representing us as a people when you don't have self-pride and how you're dressed in public, especially wearing head bonnets in pajamas. How do you expect others to view us if you're not even respecting yourself as far as your dress?
I think that's about right. I mean, what's wrong with that? Why would she get backlash for that? What the fuck are you going to the mall with a head bonnet and some pajama pants for? You know, I remember, you know, because I live out here in Staten Island. And I remember, I don't know when it started, but a few years back, I remember being in the mall, and actually, I feel like the white girls started this shit with going outside to the mall with pajama pants. I'd go to the mall and see a bunch of white girls with pajama pants walking around like it's okay. And, you know, I don't know. I guess maybe it became a style, and now black girls is doing that too. I mean, black girls was doing bonnets and coming out with the pins and the, you know what I mean, the scarves and all that type of shit. But pajama pants, come on. And are we really going to the mall and shit like this? Like, are we just really not giving a fuck about ourselves? And then on the flip side, if a dude did that, how you looking at him, ladies? You know, like a loser or some shit like that. Look at you. Are you in the mall? Why you got your flannel and your pajama pants on with your fucking house shoes? Like, none of us should be doing that. That's fucking stupid. Like, you know what I mean? Like, pajama pants is for the crib and all of that type of shit.
Right. Word. Yeah. So
somebody said a Rod Digger. Now she got to chime in.
Oh, shoot.
Hit her soul. She said scarves and bonnets are not the same.
Oh, shoot.
Well, why don't you educate us, Digger?
Wait a minute. But they serve the same purpose.
It's head wrappery that I feel should be worn at night. Now hold up. No, certain scarves can be worn outside. Certain scarves are stylish scarves that can be worn outside, but those aren't the ones I'm talking about, Digger. I'm talking about the scarves that girls wear to just cover up, you know, they fucking curls or whatever the fuck the case may be. Like, you ain't supposed to be going to the fucking to the mall with rollers and shit in your hair. Okay. 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 Now I remember when the girls used to come out with the doobie pins and shit. They used to have the doobie, and they used to have the pins, and they come out and shit was all pinned up, going all the way around, and that was their daytime style. And in the nighttime, they let that shit fall, you know, and that shit be looking like. But I didn't necessarily appreciate the doobie pins either, though. That shit was like some real, like, okay, I understand you need to do that to like make the doobie, but then stay inside. Or like, I don't know, why are you walking around like that shit is fly? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. So I kind of agree with what Monique is saying.
I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. Now I might get slammed for this. I remember the first time I seen a bonnet, I didn't know what it was, and I asked somebody. I said, "Yo, why is she walking around with a shower cap on her head, bruh?" I straight thought it was a shower cap, and somebody had to break it down and tell me, "Yo, that's not a shower cap; it's a bonnet." And I was like, I didn't know about bonnets, Lord Jamar. I really thought it was a shower cap.
Yeah, I mean, that's because it kind of looked like a shower cap. That's because, I mean, can't you technically wear it in the shower? Can't you wear a bonnet in the shower? I don't know. Like, I remember when I had dreads, I used to fucking do hood shit like that and come out with a shower cap, put my dreads in the shower cap.
Say word.
You know what I mean? Like, get on.
Was it one of them see-through?
The hotel. Yeah, the see-through ones. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I used to do that shit sometimes. Come from the hotel or some shit, put on one of them fucking shits, get on the tour bus or some shit.
But you're not going to the mall with it on. You're not going to the restaurant with it on.
I mean, was I? I don't know. Maybe. But at the same time, I was much younger and just iller and just more getified.
No. Let me ask you this in all fairness to the sisters, okay? In all fairness.
Right, Latoya Logan, bonnets are for the house.
Okay.
Oh shit. John Brown said Monique so big her bonnet is a blanket.
Come on, man. Really? Did we have to really do that? She was saying it coming out of a place of love.
Oh, somebody said you put the shower cap over the bonnet. Oh, okay. Thank you, Deja. Or with the bonnet. Well, I
why not just wear the shower cap?
Well, because the bonnet, I believe, is made of like a silk or something like that, and it helps to protect the hair, if I'm not mistaken, so that they don't have breakages and things of that nature when they're lying down.
I mean,
nighttime and it comes in contact with the
pillow. But I mean, while you're taking a shower, why not take the bonnet off and just put the shower cap on? Why does the shower cap go over the bonnet?
Probably because they already had the bonnet on, and the bonnet keeps a certain shape or something like that. And
I got you.
They'd have to re-wriggle it in, and it's already wriggled into the bonnet. So if they just cover it up with a shower cap,
okay.
Neither one sounds like some shit you should be going to the mall with, though. That's all I'm saying.
I was going to say, in all fairness to the sisters, Lord Jamar, would you say that the equivalent of a female wearing a bonnet in public is? Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Probably stocking caps, do rags. Absolutely.
Okay.
And I was guilty of doing all of that shit. So yeah.
Well, let me moving on into some more entertainment in the entertainment world. Let me ask you this. Did you see the news that was making headlines? Cardi B and Offset are expecting.
Yep. Congratulations.
Yep.
Bringing forth life is always a good thing. I don't know neither one of them personally, but I wish them the best. You know, I thought they was gonna get divorced at one time, but then they got back together, and it looks like they really got back together. You know, yeah, he's shooting up the club, and
what'd you think of that picture? Did you see the picture, the naked picture of Cardi B?
No.
Okay, look, pull it up. Pull it up. Do me a favor. I want to get your reaction, your response here. They did a little photo shoot. Go to shout out to Johnny Fastlane. Go to Johnny Fastlane. Shout out to Johnny Fastlane.
Johnny Fastlane.
Yes. There's a little photo collage that they did. I want your take on that. There's a photo of her basically naked. There's one of her naked, and there's another one where Offset is kind of standing behind her while she's naked.
What the hell is my nigga Johnny Fast Fizzle?
You're probably spelling it wrong. Joh.
No.
Shout out to the homie Johnny Fastlane. Jonny.
Yeah, I see it. Okay.
Yep.
So she got paint. She's naked, but she got paint.
Correct.
On her titties. And
almost kind of like a casting or something.
Okay. I mean, shit, those are some artistic ass pictures, I'll tell you that. I don't know. I really like the one with the white from the side. That's a nice picture. I don't know if we needed the frontal one. Him and her, and he got his hands covering up over by a pussy. That might be a little much.
Did you see the one with
got one with the head wrap and her daughter with the head wrap? That's dope. That's dope.
Yeah, I wanted your take on that. Classy or classless?
Definitely the one with the head wrap is classy.
Okay.
That's classy.
Okay.
The first one.
Class or trash?
The first one where she got like the white paint over her. I ain't gonna front. That one looks like art to me. The only one that I feel like is a little trashy is the one with him and her. To be honest, that's the one I could do without.
Word. Okay.
The other two.
Okay.
And the fact that that somebody like Cardi is taking pictures with head wraps on, and even though she got her stomach cut out, she's got that 3/4 type of look, and she got her daughter in the same thing. Come on, that's a clap it up. That's a clap it up moment.
Okay.
You know, instead of always being naked and shit, she tried to, you know what I mean?
Okay.
She damn near looked like one of the Earths in that picture. Come on, with the and all that. Come on, man.
Yeah, I think that picture was my favorite one.
Yeah, that is probably my favorite one, actually.
Word. Speaking of, you said that they almost got a divorce, that you thought that they were going to get one, right? What's going on in these relationship streets, man? Did you hear about Carmelo Anthony, man? The latest.
Talk about that.
Allegedly.
Oh, what happened? What happened?
Allegedly, he's got twin boys, and that's cause he's got twin boys out on the other side of the pond with this chick out in England.
What?
Yeah. He's allegedly got twin boys
wait. Is she white or black?
She's white.
Ooh.
It's out in England. The same chick, I believe it's the same chick that he got caught by paparazzis chilling out on the yacht with her. And he cleaned it up and said, no, she's married and her husband was there and I'm just a friend. We're hanging out.
Yeah, I remember that.
I believe it's the same chick.
And you saying he got twins with her?
Premature twins.
Premature. They're premature?
Yes.
Premature? Word? Are they okay?
Yes. Allegedly, she said she's tired of being kept a secret and that they were going to get a medical abortion, but he never showed up because there was supposed to be a special kind of treatment done. He never showed up. So she ended up having the twins and they're premature.
Wow.
Now this is all alleged.
And he's in the middle of about to get a divorce with
Lala. What do you think, Lord J? What's going on, man? It's getting spooky in these relationship streets.
I don't know, man. I don't.
Come on, speak on it, Lord J.
I don't even know what to say. Like, if that's what happened, you fucked up, bro. You got, I mean, which, yeah, I mean, I don't even know what to say. Like,
twins. All right.
Yeah, I don't know. Listen. Carmelo, cool. You know what I mean? The God, listen, he was getting a divorce anyway, man. I mean, if he was getting a divorce anyway, I don't know if this was what it was about, but if he was getting a divorce anyway, then what the fuck? This ain't no big deal. It is what it is. And when you got bread and all this type of shit, like having seeds is not that much of a problem. Like, you know what I mean? Like, when
I don't think
it's not that much of a financial problem. It could be more of a yes, Mello is a 5%. It could be somewhat of a emotional problem, but financially, like Carmelo having two more seeds is not gonna financially break him. Rod Digger said, "Stop giving YT women the D." Yeah, God. I mean, yeah, God, body. I don't know.
Well, I don't think it's the issue of the bread. It's the issue of the alleged infidelity, Lord Jamar.
Right. Yeah. Of course.
Do you? Some people are speculating
if they was getting divorced, okay, like they've been on the rocks for a minute. I mean, unless she's known about this for a minute, I don't know, man. That's what I'm saying. That's why I don't be knowing what to say, because I don't know who knows what's going on in their relationship. I don't know. I don't be keeping track of other people's relationships like this. It sounds unfortunate to hear. That's all I can say. Like, you know what I mean? Listen, nigga, y'all gonna do shit. Stop being sloppy, man.
Can you?
Sloppy.
I kind of want to revisit while we're on this topic with Carmelo and Lala Anthony. I kind of want to revisit, just for the Anatomy and Godcast, your take when Lala got smashed on Power by Tommy. I remember your take about, you were adamant about, why is Lala getting smashed naked on Power by Tommy? Let's bring that over to our channel. Let's bring that energy over here, man. Let the people know, man, your take on that.
I mean, come on, man. At the time, I'm like, yo, that's the God's wife. Like, I don't want to see that. Like, you know what I mean? I don't want to see the God's wife getting smashed on TV by a white man. Yeah, that wasn't some shit that, I enjoyed. I didn't want to see that shit.
Do you think that might have been the start of the rift?
Nah.
No. Okay. All right. Cool. Enough said.
I could hear her being like, listen, you out here fucking white people for real. This was just a fucking I just did it to get a check. And you was doing it for real. Like saying, you know.
But you went kind of deep, and you broke it down about you shouldn't be doing this anyway just for a role, because the role, something about acting out the role and getting the bag. Do you remember that? You said something about just because it's a role, they're disguising it as a role, but you're actually doing it.
Yeah, you are doing it
in this reality.
Right. Yeah. Like you're really, even though you're playing a role, you're really somebody else's wife up there simulating sex with a fucking man. You really are naked. His hand is really on your ass. It's really touching your titty. He's really tonguing you down or whatever. I could say you're acting, but I bet you that nigga dick is really getting hard. You know what I mean? Your pussy might be really getting wet. So cut the fucking bullshit.
I remember those were your exact sentiments. Yes, I remember that. Moving on in entertainment, in hip hop. I said this last episode. Hey, young world. Hey, young world. We're back to these young rappers again, Lord Jamar. Did you hear about Gucci Mane's artist, Pooh Shiesty? Remember him?
Did he get locked up or some shit like that?
Yes. Remember the last time Pooh Shiesty, he denied
something, right?
Yes. Did you hear the latest about Pooh Shiesty?
Now what happened with the Shiesty Pooster?
The feds have indicted Pooh Shiesty. And he was making some noise out here in these streets. He was one of the young ones that's like making noise as a up and coming rapper. And I don't even want to say up and coming rapper, but he was doing his thing. Okay. So Pooh Shiesty, the feds indicted him on an ongoing shooting and robbery case. The decision for him getting indicted was based on photos he posted to his Instagram account.
Photos that you post to your Instagram account.
Speak on it, Lord Jamar.
Post it to you. I mean, I don't know how many people's gonna go down because of that. Photos and videos that they posted to their motherfucking Instagram account.
Let me give you some more details, Lord Jamar. Let me give you some more details of the photos and pictures he posted to his Instagram account.
Hang on. Before you do that, let me clear up the mountain of cocaine that's in the background. Let me just. Nah, go ahead.
So the feds indicted Pooh Shiesty based upon photos he posted to his Instagram account. So what happened? Well, let me break down. I guess I don't know if this was concurrent incidents. Let me just talk about one of the incidents, and then I'll go into the incident that the feds are indicting him on.
Absolute Boss Collective. Thank you.
So let's talk about this story. He was in King of Diamonds performing. Are you familiar with King of Diamonds, Lord Jamar?
I believe it is a butt naked strip club establishment. Yes.
Yes. Gentlemen's Club in Miami, Florida.
Correct.
Right? No, we frequent Miami, Florida a lot for business.
Delicious chicken wings, I must say. Delicious. But anyway, go ahead. That's a whole other story.
Is it finger licking good, delicious?
It's fucking good.
Okay, so rapper Pooh Shiesty, this is an incident where he was performing at King of Diamonds in Miami. And while he was performing, a bunch of money fell out of his pockets while he was on stage performing. Fans started grabbing for the money. What does rapper Pooh Shiesty do? He shows his gun to the crowd. Security's, whoa. They grab out Pooh Shiesty. They grab up Pooh Shiesty because he's flashing his gun to the audience because they're obviously their reaction is trying to grab the money that fell out of his pocket. We don't know the amount. I'm assuming it was a undisclosed amount, but a fairly large sum. Security snatches him up, and on their way, while security snatches Pooh Shiesty out of the club to escort him out, what does Pooh Shiesty do? He fires off a shot. Bak, 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 booyaka, shot, and hits a security guard in the ankle.
Whoa.
Okay, so now let's fast forward to what he got indicted on. In front of a Miami hotel, allegedly, they rob a man and they take $40K in cash, an iPhone, and a bunch of jewelry. Okay. They then later post pictures on their IG of flashing the $40K, and one of his boys flashes the money as well as one of the long rifles that was used in the robbery. And the feds saw the money he posted on IG flashing the $40K. Some of the money fell out of their rented McLaren exotic car in Miami. And the feds pieced it together and noticed the money that was posted on Pooh Shiesty's IG. They miraculously ID'd the serial number on the $100 bills, matching up the serial numbers that the victim was robbed of. Speak on it, Lord Jamar. The serial numbers that he was flashing the money on IG.
I'm just listening to the stupidity. I mean, I'm just listening to. Serves you right.
Now he's indicted.
Digger said, famous twins from Alabama father just got killed by one of their boyfriends, and they both taking turns going live. Shaking my head. I mean, the need to be famous, the need to have clout, to be clout chasing, is more supersedes common sense. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
It supersedes a lot of things. It supersedes morals. It supersedes intelligence. The need to be famous in this world is so strong, or to be acknowledged. You know, people want to be acknowledged so bad. I just want to be acknowledged. And they'll do almost anything for acknowledgement.
And social media has made it worse, yes?
This is where their acknowledgement comes from. It comes from social media. And they don't feel like they can be acknowledged in any other way. So they go on there and they do shit that could be detrimental to all kinds of shit. But if they can get some sort of acknowledgement on social media, then hey, see how many likes that shit got? See how many shares it had, though? I mean, I know I got locked up for the shit, but I mean, did you see? Shout out to Anubis snoring shit out of
man
in the background.
He's knocked out, Anubis.
Yeah.
So basically, we'll see what happens to Pooh Shiesty. Best of luck to rapper Pooh Shiesty. That's Gucci Mane's artist, not Gucci Man, but Gucci Mane's artist. And yeah, he was bubbling out here in these streets. So it looks like he might possibly throw away his whole rap career, let alone his life, because he, robbed a 40K, flashed the money and the jewelry on his social media, and they matched up the social security, the serial numbers on the money. So we'll see what happens with that. Last but not least, Lord Jamar, did you check out the fight between Gervonta Davis versus Mario Barrios?
I saw highlights. I know Gervonta Davis ended up being victorious. Kicked some ass once again. And shout out to him. He's one of the most exciting fighters out there right now that I really fuck with.
Right.
You know what I mean? I like his energy.
And he's got that a Floyd Mayweather cosign as well.
Absolutely. He's straight out of that camp.
Good luck. Shout out to Gervonta Davis.
Absolutely. Gervonta Davis, do your goddamn thing.
Absolutely. Lord Jamar, man,
Yes,
it's always a pleasure, my brother. Always a pleasure.
Yes, sir, my brother Artie Stacks, man. We done did it again.
Yeah, salute.
Somebody said talk about Young Buck. I don't know what the fuck Young Buck doing to talk about him.
Young Buck?
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck they talking about.
Man, I'm scared to find out, man. Oh, we'll probably save it. We'll save this one for later on, man. We'll save it for the next episode. But yeah, I'm not familiar with Young Buck. Are you looking it up now? What did Young Buck do?
No. I don't even.
Okay.
Other people is asking.
Oh, okay. I got you.
With Young Buck and shit.
I got you.
Well, I mean, somebody said, man, I wish you did call in so the fans can interact. I mean, actually, I was doing call-ins for a second, but the shit's getting kind of hectic. I need some sort of switchboard or some shit like that because y'all motherfuckers start calling back to back.
Maybe that's something. Maybe that's something. Big Stu. Maybe Big Stu might have some insight on that. Shout out to Big Stu.
Well, I got the number and all of that. I know how to do it through the roadcaster. I mean, we could take calls right now if I wanted to, technically.
Oh, okay.
But what I'm saying is somebody will be on and then mad people will be calling while somebody else is on and I can't answer calls while you know what I mean? So that's
wasn't that crazy what happened in Miami with that condo?
Yes.
They're still investigating?
Yes. And you know what's shady about that is there's a lot of politicians that was in that shit. There's a lot of like South American politicians, people from Paraguay and Venezuela and fucking there was somebody who like the first lady's sister of one of these fucking countries. I feel like it was of Paraguay. Like it was just some real shady shit.
So it's a lot of dignitaries. A lot of dignitaries live there.
Yeah, basically, yeah. It was real fucking shady.
Okay.
Real fucking shady.
Very sad. Very sad. What's going on in Miami, man? I think they're still counting on that toll, man. So prayers to the family members of the victims, man. It's very sad, man.
Definitely. But listen, I'm gonna probably set up for the call shit next time and shit because I fucking ain't fuck with this shit in a minute. I forgot to how it even.
Yeah, we can definitely do it next time.
Turn this shit on. Oh well. No. Yeah, let's do it next time, man.
Yeah, word.
We'll do the calls next time. We'll do some we'll set aside time specifically where y'all can just ask questions on some call and shit, all right?
Word. That'll be dope.
For tonight, better get the fuck up out of here. I appreciate y'all. Once again, what you think, Lord? My name's Lord Jamar.
And I'm Artie Stacks.
Peace.